We have a 2026 Ford F-250 in the shop today. This has the 7.3 liter Godzilla gasser engine in it, and we're going to install our oil bypass filter on the engine, and we are utilizing our new filter sandwich plate as our pressure port. So you take the factory filter off, we'll spin this on, we'll utilize this hole as our pressure port, and then we'll spin the factory filter onto the plate. And then from the bypass filter, we'll go back up to the fill cap in the engine bay. We have two different sizes of pucks, sandwich plates. There's this 3-inch-ish and then a 3 3/4-inch-ish. And then we have 6 different insert metric and standard thread adapters. So the 7.3 liter and several other Ford gas engines use this same thread extender, which is a 22 millimeter by 1.5 thread pitch. So we're gonna put our filter sandwich plate up here where you put your filter on. This is a T6 aluminum filter puck with a stainless thread extender. So this is a machine seal. You've got the O-ring in the O-ring groove, but we are actually torquing that thread extender from aluminum to aluminum. So you're torquing the aluminums together, which creates a double seal. And I did put some thread lock on the thread extender, and then we will torque that to 35 foot-pounds with a 1.25 inch socket. I spun this to where my pressure port is accessible for my lines to come out. I may have to loosen this back up to adjust where this pressure port is so that my lines fit easy and nice and not kink. So we're installing our pressure line. We actually were able to follow the electrical cable. It's like an umbilical cord. It's like this big. Goes along the top of the engine and then around the front side and then right between this cross member and the oil pan, and we'll be able to zip tie it to that all the way along the whole thing. But I'm going to put this hose end, this is the socket to my fitting, my O2 MS90. So I cut my hose off clean. I stick it into the socket, kind of guide some of those little frays in, and then you just push it in. It's easier on a bench. You can see that the rubber of the hose is all the way to the bottom of these internal threads. So I know that I've pushed it in there far enough. I'm going to put a little bit of lubrication on the barb of the fitting. See, I've got a little bit of lube on there. This lubricates the threads as well as this barb as it's going into the internals of that rubber hose. And I'm holding it here and here so that I know that this isn't being pushed off the hose. You can get almost all the way there by hand. You use the 19 millimeter to 3/4 inch wrenches. This is a little more difficult back here when it's underneath, but I've got my fingers on the hose and the barb. So I'm still making sure that hose isn't being pushed out of the socket just until it touches. Okay, so what I ended up having to do here is I kept my puck loose, and then I installed the O2 MS90 into it with thread sealant to 110 inch-pounds. And then I was able to route my hose. See how it's still kind of loose? It's not being bound up on anything. I was able to rotate my puck to where this was in a good position that made sense. And then I torqued my puck to 35 foot-pounds with that on that thread extender. And then I installed the filter onto the thread extender. This fitting is a tapered 1/8 inch pipe thread. It has to have thread sealant, either Teflon tape or paste or something to seal the tapered threads into the sandwich plate. And this hose is running between the oil pan and this big cross member all the way up alongside the umbilical cord electrical cable that's running right alongside of it. So I've zip tied it along that electrical cable conduit all the way up to the top of the engine. Okay, so this is our return port, new fill cap, billet aluminum fill cap. This is our O2 MS90, gets torqued to 110 inch-pounds into the fill cap. And then you just spin her in. So this is our MD175RR. This is a optional return that fits in the drain plug of this 7.3 liter Godzilla. So you can return right here to the pan. Pressure is right here off the puck. Short, easy install lines. It's up here, it's protected. This is your transmission cooler. Everything's, it's up above a bunch of stuff, so it's well protected. You can run your line right through here. So you would normally get this O2 MS90 with your fill cap, and it will thread into this MD175RR. You can leave these together and use the swivel to take your drain plug out to drain your oil if need be. Okay, so we're on the 7.3 Godzilla Ford motor, optional under the hood mount. You've got this plastic battery box here, and then that is sitting on top of this chunk of metal bracket. And underneath this metal bracket is the washer fluid tank. So you have to be careful, but we were able to drill holes in the metal part of the tank, and we put riv nut, 5/16 riv nuts in there, and that's where we're mounting this bracket here. So this is our 6.0, 6.4 Passat, couple of different brackets, couple of different options we used with this bracket. You could put it on the frame down there. You can put it up on the cowling somewhere if you want. This just happens to be an easy spot that the customer really liked to have it right here. It makes it really nice for oil sampling and filter changing because it just mounts just like that. Sample ports up here. Take the lid off, pull the filter out. Everything's nice and clean. It doesn't have to drain out onto the ground or into a pan. You can just take the lid off. You grab that filter element with the green plastic bag that it comes with and peel it out. So before I bolt this to the bracket down in there, in these bolts, I installed the 04 MS90s to 122 inch-pounds. This one's going to the filter puck. This one's going to the fill cap. So I'm going to use the supplied bolts that come with the kit through the bracket into the bottom of the housing. See, I've got some Loctite on there. So I'm going to tighten those down to 18 foot-pounds. There's 2 of them. This is where you would mount it if you just bought the kit and didn't want to buy the extra to put it under your hood. If you see this, so this is our frame mount bracket. It's bolted to the bottom of our housing. This is the auto running board bracket that utilizes Ford nut and bolt. We cannot sell these. You have to go to Ford and buy them. They will not allow us to sell these in bulk. You see this here barcode actually has a rectangular hole right here behind it. And then there's a hole here and a hole here. So what you do is you take this nut and you slide it in the square hole and slide it over into this one. And then you take the second one, put it in the square hole, slide it over into this hole. So you bolt the bracket to the frame first, and then you install the filter onto the bracket using the bolts on the back. So I showed you where your mounting bracket is here. Your lines will come off the back side up along the floorboards of the body, along the top of this frame. You can run them across here and zip tie them to these holes. Just like the 6.7, you are able to put the pressure hose through this hole, and it comes back out through a hole on this side of the frame, which then puts you right in line to dump into your pressure port off the filter housing. The return, I would route between the body mount and the body, run it along the frame up into the engine bay, and then over to your fill cap. So we just topped off with our 530 engine oil here, and that will take care of our 7.3 liter Godzilla and 6.8 liter Mini Zilla install. So capacity on this 7.3 oil capacity is 8 quarts. I put 9 quarts in to begin with, started it, ran the engine, waited probably a good 5 minutes of runtime. My filter housing is warm, and then shut the engine off and checked the level. Ended up having to put about another half a quart in. So 9.5 quarts with the under the hood on the 7.3. May be different for the 6.8 Mini Zilla. I'm not exactly sure on its capacity or line lengths and everything else.